Good morning, Kim Pomeris here. I would like to share a little information with you today, and that is on the subject of virtual assistants. I have been asked many times, so what do you do with a virtual assistant? What do you have them do? I don't know what I would have them do. I couldn't think of things for them to do. Um, what do you do? So my answer to that is, first off, virtual assistants for the most part are amazing. But really, there are only two things that define or restrain your concept of what a virtual assistant can do. And one is the sky's the limit. But then to bring it down a little more to earth, stop and reflect for a few minutes. Think about all the things that are time sucks that you hate to do, and think about the things, the projects or the things you'd like to accomplish, but there's just never enough time to do them. There are people with all kinds of skills out there who are willing to do those jobs for you. Take them off your plate and allow you to work on your business rather than in it. How much are you, what does it cost to pay you to do data entry? I mean, there are people who will do that for a very reasonable fee, and it's off your plate. So that's really what I advise, is that you stop and you think, just reflect, or write down what things are not getting done that are data or time stuff, that they're just, nobody has the time or desire to do them, even though everyone knows they need to be done. Think about those projects that you would like to tackle that have been on your list forever, that you just can't seem to get to them. Make your list, and then there are a couple ways of going about that I'm aware of. There are probably others, but there are a couple of ways of finding a virtual assistant. I know that Fiverr.com, Fiverr.com, is a great source of virtual assistants, and you can look for them to do the different tasks that you would like. Part of the nice thing too is that they are not on your staff. You just pay them their hourly wage, and they're responsible for the taxes, not you. So they're not on your payroll. The way that I did it, and there are others, but I'm just going to share with you what I did. I used a company called OutsourceAccess.com. And I liked them because I didn't know at that time what I was going to do with a virtual assistant, but I knew we had so many things that needed to be done. So they interviewed me, helped me narrow down the skill set that I needed. They vetted virtual assistants for me, and then I simply paid them a monthly fee. They handled everything that had to do with the virtual assistant. But back to what do I have them do? I don't know what to have them do. I hear they're great, but so I have a list of just ideas, but this is just the tip of the iceberg. You need to think about what's going to benefit you in your business the most, what's going to get you out of the weeds and help you work on your business rather than in it. So here's just a list to start with. Having them do monthly marketing promo flyers, because they have skill sets that, in areas that you may or may not have, or you may have, but you just don't have the time to utilize them. So anyway, back to my list: monthly marketing promo flyers, monthly Facebook promo flyers, weekly Facebook and Instagram posts, create employee posts on Facebook, create a marketing calendar, evening Facebook chat leads, follow-up, and entry into CRM. So this was something that, a lot of these we did, but this one allowed, when people reached out in Facebook, I didn't want their message to just sit for hours and hours and hours without a response. So our virtual assistant, one of their tasks was to, if it wasn't responded to quickly overnight, because we happen to have a virtual assistant in the Philippines, so they could respond immediately. CRM drip campaign, creating and dripping the campaign. CRM templates updates. QuickBooks bill entry. I hear over and over and over again, yeah, I have QuickBooks, but I just never get around to entering anything. And, I don't really know anything about our finances. You can tell finances is one of my areas that's important to me. But anyway, get it off your plate. Have someone else, have a virtual assistant enter all the data into your QuickBooks. Following up on that, enter all the expenses in your budget tracking spreadsheet so that you know exactly where you are at all times. Website review for update recommendations. What about all those special projects that you just can't get anybody to do, or you don't have the time, whatever special projects and tasks, a virtual assistant can take care of that. They can create documents that you ask them to create. They can create an organizational chart, or if you already have one, they can help you update it and keep it updated, because that is something that changes over time. Weekly time off request approval. Get that off your plate. Monthly staff file report reviews for compliance. So review the staff files. You could also having them reviewing the student files. Are they missing their medical forms? What are missing out of these files? Data entry. This was a big one for us because in one school we only had 3 admin people, and we had over 300 students. Getting all that information for all the students and the 60 staff members into the app that we were using, Brightwheel. Getting all that information into that app would have been a full-time job for someone, and we didn't have that person. So this was a great way to get it done. Track team completion of training. Also, we had ours create quizzes from our handbooks for the staff. So there's no limit to what you can have them do. And it's a huge relief to know that those things are being done and you don't have to worry about them anymore. I highly recommend a virtual assistant to get those things done for you. If you have any questions, would like any more information that I can help you with, please reach out to me. It's been great talking with you today, and I hope I've given you some ideas. Like I said, it's really all about what's going to be best for your business. So you figure out what you need and get the people to get it done. Have an awesome day.